Imagine for a moment that within you, there is a voice, ancient and quiet, waiting, with the wisdom of the ages. This voice, often drowned out by the clamor of daily life, is none other than your higher self, a guide to the profound truths of existence. Today we delve into the art of communicating with this deeper aspect of our being, exploring the spiritual and psychological pathways that lead us to a richer, more enlightened experience of life. The journey to connect with our higher self is not a quest for something external, but a voyage inward to the very core of our being. It is here in the silence between thoughts that we find the whispers of profound insight and understanding. This dialogue with our higher self opens us to the possibilities of transformation, offering guidance, clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose. To embark on this conversation, we must first cultivate a space of stillness within. Meditation, the act of attentive presence, allows us to quiet the mind and listen to the subtle intuitions that arise from our depths. It is in this state of open receptivity that we can truly hear the voice of our higher self, guiding us with gentle nudges rather than thunderous declarations. But communication is a two-way street. It involves not only listening, but also speaking to our higher self with honesty, openness, and trust. This dialogue is nurtured through practices such as journaling, where we can express our deepest questions, fears, and desires, creating a bridge between our everyday self and the transcendent wisdom within. Yet, connecting with our higher self is not an escape from the world, but a deeper engagement with it. It enhances our relationships, creativity, and empathy, enabling us to live with greater authenticity and intention. By aligning with our higher self, we navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom, seeing beyond the illusions of separation to the interconnectedness of all things. As we continue this exploration, remember that the journey to your higher self is unique to you. It is a path paved with curiosity, wonder, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Through this inner dialogue, we not only discover deeper truths about ourselves, but also about the nature of reality, love, and the cosmos. So let us begin this journey together, with open hearts and minds, ready to uncover the boundless wisdom that lies within. Join me as we explore the art of communicating with our higher self, transforming our understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit. As we venture deeper into this exploration, it becomes ever so clear that the relationship with our higher self is foundational to our spiritual and psychological well-being. This inner communion reveals the layers of our consciousness, inviting us to transcend the ego's limitations and connect with the universal truths that bind us all. To enhance this communication, mindfulness becomes a key practice. Mindfulness teaches us to live in the present moment, to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Through mindfulness, we learn to see our habitual patterns, the narratives that no longer serve us, and the spaces where our higher self seeks to speak. It's in the quiet awareness of the present that the voice of our higher self becomes more apparent, guiding us towards choices that resonate with our truest selves. Another vital aspect of this dialogue is learning to interpret the language of our higher self. Unlike the chatter of the ego, the higher self communicates through intuition, synchronicities, and the language of emotions. It speaks in the language of the soul, a language that transcends words, manifesting as a deep knowing, a felt sense, or a sudden insight. Developing an attunement to these subtle cues is like learning to navigate by the stars, using the inner compass provided by our higher self to guide us through life's myriad paths. It's also essential to cultivate patience and perseverance. The conversation with our higher self unfolds in its own time and rhythm, not always conforming to our expectations or timetables. There may be moments of profound connection, followed by periods of silence and seeming disconnection. Yet these ebbs and flows are part of the natural cycle of growth and understanding. They remind us that communication with our higher self is not a destination to be reached, but an ongoing journey of discovery and transformation. Furthermore, embracing our shadows, the parts of ourselves we often wish to hide or deny, is crucial in this dialogue. Our higher self doesn't communicate only through light and joy, but also through the darkness and challenges that shape us. By facing our fears, insecurities, and wounds with compassion and courage, we open the door to healing and integration. This process allows us to embrace our wholeness, recognizing that our shadows are not obstacles but gateways to deeper self-awareness and unconditional self-love. In this journey, remember, you are not alone. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, supports your quest for connection and understanding. The signs and symbols that appear on your path, the people you meet, the challenges you face, all are teachers and guides, orchestrated by the higher self to lead you toward greater awareness and fulfillment. As we draw this conversation to a close, consider this an invitation to begin or deepen your dialogue with your higher self. Let curiosity be your guide, let love be your motivation, and let openness be your strength. The journey inward is the most profound adventure you will ever undertake, revealing the boundless depths of your being and the universal truths that connect us all. May your dialogue with your higher self be a source of light, wisdom, and joy on your path. Remember, the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be discovered in the silence of your heart. So let us take that step inward, with the courage to listen, the willingness to trust, and the wisdom to understand. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey to your higher self begins with a single breath, a single moment of awareness, a single act of turning inward to the vastness that resides within. Continuing our journey inward, let us consider the practice of deep listening, a crucial aspect of this dialogue with our higher self. Deep listening goes beyond merely hearing words. It involves being fully present, with an open heart and mind, ready to receive the subtle wisdom that our higher self imparts. In the stillness of deep listening, we can discern the guidance that gently nudges us towards our true path, illuminating our choices with the light of deeper understanding. The art of questioning plays a significant role in our communication with the higher self. By asking profound, introspective questions, we invite meaningful insights to surface. What truly fulfills me? How can I serve the world with my unique gifts? These questions act as keys, unlocking the doors to our soul's deepest desires and our life's purpose. The answers may not come immediately, or in the form we expect, but each question sets us on a journey of discovery, bringing us closer to our essence. As we engage in this dialogue, it's essential to cultivate an attitude of openness and surrender. This doesn't mean giving up our intentions or desires, but rather releasing our attachment to specific outcomes. Trusting in the wisdom of our higher self allows us to flow with life's currents rather than swimming against them. It teaches us to embrace uncertainty, finding peace in the knowledge that we are guided and supported even when the path ahead seems unclear. Gratitude, too, is a powerful tool in our communication with the higher self. By expressing gratitude for the wisdom and guidance we receive, we open ourselves to even greater insights and blessings. Gratitude elevates our vibration, aligning us more closely with the frequencies of our higher self and attracting more of what enriches our spirit. Remember, the dialogue with your higher self is an ongoing conversation, one that deepens and evolves as you grow and change. It's a relationship built on trust, respect, and love, the most profound relationship you will ever have. As you continue to explore this inner landscape, you'll discover that your higher self is not only a source of guidance and wisdom, but also a wellspring of unconditional love and compassion for yourself and all beings. In this sacred space of communion with your higher self, you'll find not only answers to your deepest questions, but also the peace and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your true nature. Here in the heart of your being lies the infinite creativity, joy, and love that you seek. It's from this place that you can truly make a difference in the world, serving from a wellspring of authentic power and presence. So I encourage you, dear listener, to embrace this journey with an open heart. Be patient with yourself and know that each step, each moment of awareness, each act of kindness towards yourself brings you closer to the luminous essence of who you truly are. Your higher self is always with you, gently guiding you home to the truth of your infinite nature. Let this dialogue be your compass, your beacon, guiding you through the landscapes of your soul. May you walk this path with courage, curiosity, and a deep sense of wonder, and may you discover along the way the boundless love and wisdom that resides within you, waiting to illuminate your path and enrich the world. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. Remember, the most profound discoveries lie not in the outer world, but within the vast unexplored territories of your own being. Here, in the silence and sanctity of your inner world, you'll find everything you've been searching for. The journey to your higher self is the greatest adventure you will ever undertake. An endless journey of becoming, of unfolding, of returning to the love and light that you are. So take a deep breath and let's continue this journey together. exploring the infinite landscapes of the soul, and conversing with the wisdom of the ages that dwells within us all.